opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here between the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Into space at the 45. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now Cunningham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade into 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ashton Doolin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
On second down, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On the counter, this is Robinson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Ready. Robinson up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Ritter to throw on first down. Looking for London on the out route, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down and 3. Back to throw, Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it is caught. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To the air again, it's Ritter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Ritter. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Third and goal, Ritter with it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Cunningham to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Yeah, he'll find Hall. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Cunningham able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Cunningham. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ashton Doolin as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ritter will set up to throw it. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Opposite, green, commit red, switch, yellow, blue, check.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Targeting hits on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Ready.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Set.
Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, Charles, you cannot say enough about that play by their special teams. Think about it. That keeps this game at 2 possessions in the second half and really adds pressure to the opposition.
Yeah, it certainly does, especially their offense. It takes a lot of pressure off the offense of the team that's leading. They got a little bit more of a cushion to play with now. How about the thanks each guy was getting as they came off the field after that block? Special teams, certainly special in that situation.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Broken tackle to about the 48-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Shoves him aside. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. Cunningham looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A gain of 3, second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Cunningham. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Trying to get it with Snell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Well, a pretty bold call. They roll the dice on 4th and goal, but that line creates a crease, and it leads to a touchdown.
And really, when we talk about a coach trusting his offense there, what we're really saying is that he trusts his offensive line. Boy, did that pay off.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's second down. Ritter now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kobe Bryant picks off his fellow Bearcat alum, Desmond Ritter. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Starting the drive was Snell. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Off play action, it's Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's Underwood. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
He'll buy some time right. But this one complete to Doolin. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Snell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Here we go. Start.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now here's Snell. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
They get this out left. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough,